Hi guys, I'm back. I was just reading the book of wisdom, and it is my life like no other. But I just want to come on here really quickly and read some of what's been going on while I was asleep, and I want to just tell you about what's happening to the wicked now. It says, wisdom, the book of wisdom, chapter 2. Wicked people are wrong when they say to themselves, "Our life is short and full of sorrow." And when the end comes, there is no escape. No one has ever been known to come back from the world of the dead. We are born by chance, and after life is over, we will be as if we had never been born at all. Our breath is no more than a puff of smoke. Our mind is nothing more than a spark thrown off by the beats of our heart. When the spark dies, our body will crumble. Our body will crumble into ashes, and our breath will become part of the empty air. In time, no one will remember anything we ever did, and even our names will be forgotten. Our lives will pass away like the traces of clouds, and vanish like a fog in the heat of the sun. Our time on earth is like a passing shadow. There is no escape from the day of our death. It's fixed, and no one could postpone it. Now, this is how wicked people think. The wicked say, "Come on, then. Let's enjoy the good things of life and live in this world the way we did when we were young and free of care, like little kids." Okay, let's drink the most expensive wines and use the finest perfumes. Let's not miss a single flower in the springtime. Before the roses wither, let's pick them and wear them in our hair. Let's all join in and leave signs everywhere of our carefree rivalry. Yeah. Life owes us that much. Remember YOLO? They were YOLOing it, right? Well, we'll oppress the poor even if they are righteous. This is what they did to me. We'll show no respect for widows or old people. We'll call ourselves right if we are strong enough to get what we want. No one ever got anything by being weak. Righteous people are nothing but a nuisance. So let's look for chances to get rid of them. They are against what we do. They accuse us of breaking the law of Moses and violating the traditions of our ancestors. They claim to know God, and they call themselves the Lord's children. We can't stand the sight of people like that. What they are contradicts our whole way of thinking. They are not like other people. They have strange ways. They think that our moral standards are so corrupt that everything we do should be avoided. True. Okay? Everything the wicked people do should be avoided. They boast of having God for their father, which is me, and believe that when all is said and done, only the righteous will be happy. And that's true. But we'll see if that's true. Let's see what will happen when it's time for her to die. If the righteous really are God's child, God will save her from her enemies. So let's put her to the test. We'll be cruel to her and torment her. Then we'll find out how calm and reasonable she is. We'll find out just how much she can stand. We'll condemn her to a shameful death. After all, she says that God will protect her. That is how evil people think. But they are wrong. They are blind by their own wickedness. They have never known God's secrets, never hoped for the reward of a holy and blameless life. When I created us with Him, He did not intend for people to die. We did not intend for people to die. We made human beings in the image of us. It was the devil's jealousy that brought death into the world, and those who belong to the devil are the ones who will die. The destiny of the righteous. But the righteous people, I'm just going to read it like it is. Righteous people are protected by God and will never suffer torment. It is a foolish mistake to think that the righteous people die and that their death is a terrible evil. They leave us, but it's not a disaster. In fact, the righteous are at peace, not sleeping. We're at peace, like not death, but we're at peace in sleep. Okay? It might appear that they have suffered punishment, but they have the confident hope of immortality. Their sufferings were minor compared to the blessings that I will receive. God has tested me like gold in a furnace and found me worthy to be with him. He has accepted me just as he accepts sacrifices which his worshippers burn on the altar, meaning I am the sacrificial lamb. When God comes to reward his righteous daughter, that she will blaze out against the wicked like a fire and dry straw. She will rule over nations and peoples, and the Lord will be their king forever. Be her king forever. Those who have put their trust in God will come to understand the truth of his ways. Those who have been faithful will live with him in his love. And he is kind and merciful to the ones whom he has chosen. Meaning, I'm kind and merciful to Michael and those who love me. Let's go to the destiny of the wicked. The ungodly, however, will get the punishment their wicked thoughts deserve, because they rebelled against the Lord and ignored what was right. A man who has no use for wisdom or knowledge has a miserable life in store for him. He has nothing to hope for, his labors are useless, and he will never accomplish anything worthwhile. The woman he marries will turn out to be irresponsible, and his children will go wrong. Okay? Claudia was irresponsible, and his children are going wrong. Okay? Not the ones he had with me, the ones he had with her. All his descendants will be under a curse. Okay? Let's stop right there. Hold on. Okay? This is the regrets of the wicked. On that day, someone righteous, full of confidence, me, will stand before those who oppressed her and made light of her labors. They will be amazed to see her safe and will tremble with terrible fear. Then they will regret what they did and groaning in anguish. They will say to each other, "This is the one we made fun of. We thought she was a joke. What fools we were. We thought she was crazy to live the way she did, and when she when she fell asleep, we didn't honor her. And now here she is, one of God's own children, with a place of her own among God's people. We were the ones who wandered off the right road. We never lived in the light of righteousness. We never caught the first glimmer of its light. All of our lives we wandered across unmarked deserts instead of following the road which the Lord wanted us to travel. And this lawlessness led us to ruin. We were so proud of ourselves. We bragged about how rich we were, and now what good has it done us? All those things are gone now. They have disappeared like a shadow, like something you hear and then forget. A ship sails across the waves of the ocean, but when it is gone, it leaves no trace. You cannot tell it was ever there. The birds fly through the air, but leaves no sign that it has been there. It sped along, riding through the thin air, by the force of its wings, leaving behind no trace of its passing. An arrow splits the air when it is shot at a target, but at once the air closes up behind it, and no one can tell where it passes. It is the same with the wicked. They were born and then they ceased to be. We left no sign of virtue behind us. They left no sign of virtue behind them. They were destroyed by their own wickedness. What hope do wicked people have? Only the hope of straw blown about in the wind, the hope of ocean foam that disappears in the storm, the hope of smoke in the breeze. Their hope lasts no longer than their memories of the memory of a guest who stays one night and leaves the next. But the righteous one lives on forever. The Lord will reward her. The Most High will protect her. He will give her royal splendor and a magnificent crown. He will shield her with his powerful arm. He will go out into battle determined to defeat her enemies, me, and use the creation itself as a weapon. The righteous one will be his armor, genuine justice. Righteousness will be my armor. Genuine justice shall be my helmet. Holiness will be my invincible shield. He will sharpen his stern anger into a sword. God will sharpen his stern anger into a sword, and the forces of nature will join me in battle against those who are foolish enough to oppose me. Bolts of lightning will strike right on target as if the Lord had made a bow out of the clouds and was shooting arrows. Hailstones will beat down on my enemies with terrible force. The ocean and rivers will come rushing over them in a devastating flood. Great windstorms will blow them away like straw. Lawlessness will be the ruin of the whole world. Evil actions will cause governments to fall. Ooh, that's good. Go ahead, Dad. What? Hold on. Okay, let's talk about the children of the wicked. But children born of adultery or of a forbidden union will die an early death. Yet even if they do live a long time, they will never amount to anything. They will not be respected in their old age, and if they die young, they will have no hope or comfort on Judgment Day. Children born of a forbidden union suffer a miserable fate. It is better to have virtue, even if it means having no children. Your virtue will be recognized by other people and by God, and you will be remembered for it forever. Virtue provides an example for people to follow when it is not there, when she is not there. They miss her. When she is not there, they miss her. It has always been the finest prize a person can win. She has always been the finest prize a person can win, and she always will be so. It is the noblest of all the good qualities a person can have, virtue. And it's a quality too. It is the spirit too. No matter how many children are born of a forbidden union, none of them will ever amount to anything. They are illegitimate. They can never lay a firm foundation for themselves. Never take root. Like trees with shallow roots, they put out leaves for a while, but they sway in the wind and storms uproot them. Their branches snap off before they mature. Their fruit never ripens, and it is good for nothing. On Judgment Day, children born of a forbidden union, an unholy union, that means outside of this womb, children born outside of this womb, whether it be Michael's children or Richie's children. If they were not born from this womb, this is what their branches will snap off before mature. Their fruit never ripens, and they are good for nothing. On Judgment Day, children born of a forbidden union will testify to the sins of their parents and act as witnesses against them. Righteous people, however, will find rest even if they die young. We honor old age, but not just because a person has lived a long time. Wisdom and righteousness are signs of maturity that should come with old age. The fate of the wicked. Even when righteous people are dead and gone, they put to shame the wicked who live on after them. In their old age, the wicked will be disgraced by young people who have already achieved perfection. The wise may die young, but the wicked will never understand that this is the Lord's way of taking them off to safety. We don't die young, we fall asleep, and then that wakes us up. They make light of a wise person's death, but the Lord will soon be laughing at them. When they die, they will not be given an honorable burial. Told you. Even the dead will hold them in scorn and disgust forever. God will throw them to the ground and make them speechless. Like buildings shaken from their foundation, they will be reduced to piles of ruins, piles of dust. They will be in torment. People will soon forget all about them. They will come in fear to the judgment where their sins will be counted, and they will stand condemned by their own lawless actions. So, with that being said, I want to add, okay, we're going to hire some people who have these tow trucks to make extra money, and hire some police officers that want to make extra money to accompany these tow trucks when you start picking up these vehicles that were bought with stolen money. And they were in on trying to assassinate your queen. And yeah, so we'll be picking them up, and the tow truck driver will get $150, and the police officer will get $100. Round them up, boys. Get them trucks, them cars. I don't care how cheap or whatever. They riding around here like, they got it going on. They gang stalking, follow me or whatever. Yep, pick them up. Just hook it on up and take it on out. Yep, because it's time for the embarrassment now to begin. No, and this is, you guys are going out there with my protection. Nobody's going to harm you, because this is the law. Okay, they will shut their mouths and watch their cars be towed right off because they did not obey the 10 Commandments. Okay, yeah, so $150 for the tow truck driver, $100 for each car. We're talking about each car that you pick up. Okay, you want to work till morning, then work till morning. But on Sundays, we don't do that. Sunday is the Sunday. Okay, we rest, but make all the side money that you can, and just start rounding up these cars that have like writing on it, that like stickers that are just foul language, or images that what crosses on it and fish and Jesus on it. Take them up. Take them. I don't know where you guys have these dump off sites. Dump them off, because we just gonna burn them anyway. And see, this is worth nothing. Okay, so yep, we're just gonna burn them up. We don't need them. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So I'm excited. So yeah, so wisdom, the value of wisdom. Wisdom shines bright and never grows dim. Those who love her and look for her can easily find her. She is quick to make herself known to anyone who desires her. Get up early in the morning to find her, and you will have no problem. You will find her sitting at your door, This is me. To fasten your attention on wisdom is to gain perfect understanding. If you look for her, you will soon find peace of mind, because she will be looking for those who are worthy of her, and she will find you wherever you are. She is kind and will be with you in your every thought. Wisdom begins when you sincerely want to learn. To desire wisdom is to love her. To love her is to keep her laws. To keep her laws is to be certain of immortality. Immortality will bring you close to God. This desire for wisdom can prepare you to rule a kingdom. So then, you that rule the nations, if you value your thrones and symbols of authority, honor wisdom so that you may rule forever. That's for Michael. I hate to put it in the same video, but that is from Michael and anybody else, any other my lovebirds that come into my tree of life to make your nests, right? To live under my protection, Dad's protection. So yeah, that's I love reading about. Okay, maybe I'll read that tomorrow. Solomon declares his love for wisdom, and Solomon wishes to share his wisdom. So, yes, I'm gonna end this video right here. It's getting dark. Although I like the way my skin looks on when it gets a little dark. But, I love you guys. Sleep well, sleep well, sleep well. Worry about nothing. All things are working together for our good. Okay? Long as I'm here, there's no need to fear. But when I'm gone, it won't be long till I come back. I love you guys. Mwah. See you guys soon.